Okay, we're ready for the big party. Everybody's sitting here kind of getting ready. Is Rosemary and Mai, Nolan, and there's Diane's here now, and Auntie and Joe. They're all awaiting the guest of honor.
He's been treated like
and Auntie Lynn, Cousin Rem,
man. Let me out of here.
Trevor, Dad.
Get out of here.
You pulled it off, hey Dad?
I think so.
You think you pulled it off?
I hope so.
Good. I didn't even want to call you ever. Just in case. But Danny's ready. Kurt, look at Kurt doing decorations. There's Linda.
How are you?
Carolyn's around here somewhere. Kristen's right there. More to come. More to come.
That's gonna run down.
Woo! It's hot in here. It is hot in here. Oh, the mask right there on the table. Uh-oh.
Well, matter of fact, there's one more spot.
Yeah, no baby there, right?
Not this lifetime.
Yeah, right.
I think your grandma's going to be here for her 75th.
Good for you. Stick your gun.
Don't get me in there.
I like that.
Don't get me in there either, Justin.
Thank God.
I'll be upset.
This is what's open. What do you want?
So they'll be moving then?
They might stay in Detroit. Detroit's... Hello, hello! Nobody wants to come. Nobody wants to come.
Oh, really?
Hello. Ooh. I love the hot dogs.
What are they doing with the garbage?
Yeah. So he makes
It's right underneath. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's right
There, I guess. There's somebody dumping in there.
This is this woman that knows what's going on.
No. I've had to. So, well, how can I ever...
Bad news is my fluorescent light fell in the basement. The good news is you're going to have to clean it up. I tried to put the tubes in and the whole thing fell down. Because I'm going to wait for everybody to do it and I want to do it myself. You got to get home and feed your husband.
Well, he can cook it himself. Oh, yeah. He will eat it tomorrow morning if he gets...
She lost it.
Oh,
I think that looks good.
I can't believe it. Happy birthday to you. Oh, my God. my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Put that one right here.
Are you still alive? You look different. What did they do to you?
Look different.
And you said something, Debbie said, I hope he's not husband. You said, oh, let's cook for his husband. Yeah, I said, well.
Right upstairs and right. I figured that was the only way I could do it. I told her that I'd try to put a fluorescent bulb in the whole damn thing.
Oh, I know.
That would make sense to her, you know.
Oh, it's Harry and Nina. Oh my gosh.
Does he know you?
You come all that way for me?
I'm going in.
Oh my God. Your hair. Thank you. You threw a lot for Oh my gosh, what a shot!
Everybody's here. How are you?
Hey, your hair. You look like
What are you doing making us wait all this time? We're all down here dying. Well, Deb's got me running around. I said, my hair looks fine. No, my can't take it home like that. I can't take it home like this. So we go to another beauty shop and we get it redone. Well, sure. Another beauty shop? Yeah. Hey. Where did you get those? Your daughter-in-law.
The old news, the new news.
Oh, the news.
The leftovers from Halloween, they were scaring people with these at Halloween, don't you remember?
It was getting awful hot down here. Oh my God. Yeah.
From Millen, take him all the way down. See, if you betcha. Remember Tammy?
Look it up.
Ron called, I'll be here.
I'm here too. I knew you'd enjoy it. He knows that. Yeah, that's After that, there are no more surprises, you know? Like this was the last.
Your toenails. Did you get your toes done? Yes.
Who knows, the next one might be the
Your fingers? Yeah. My fingers. Oh, that was just fun. Oh, Deb.
How'd that go? Rings on their fingers, nose on their toes.
Oh.
You look surprised. You look surprised.
I was.
He was going to come down here, but he always goes to
Big party kind of thing. Oh my goodness. I like your
Noticed on the invitation, we put down some stuff where we wanted you to bring some favorite stories, pictures, or something like that you could share. So we're hoping that you guys would come up and
so everybody see my new feet.
come up and share a story or a picture or whatever.
Already.
Oh, great! I'm going to take you back.
And I'll start. We were up north. We were up north playing cards. Okay, and we were drinking. And my mom went, "Whoa, this is really neat," and she fell off the chair.
Slid off the chair.
So slid off. And when she slid off, she fell backwards, so her feet were up in the air. She hit the lamp behind her, and I kid you not, the lampshade fell off and right on top of her head.
We have a picture of it, but I couldn't find it. You have a picture
I'll
of it?
pass this around. There's a picture. She's sitting there with a lampshade on her head, and I thought, that's my mom.
And I was there.
Lampshade on the
You
head.
were there.
On the floor.
That was up north.
Oh my. Feet up like this.
And that wasn't posed. We were hoping that we had a video of that
Yeah,
to
that
send
wasn't
in.
posed. That was actually happened.
You broke that chain.
Yeah, we printed shade back so the guy didn't, the rental guy didn't know.
I think they know me.
Well, that's my story. That's my story too. Anybody else got a story?
Oh, God, I got so many.
Well, pick one.
Pick one. Pick a good one.
Three of them that happened at church
Not the one
that I thought were pretty funny.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Well, the first one. Okay, but you really have to be there, to see how funny it is. At church with her is just something else. Every time we go, there's something. She either cries or she makes me laugh, and people don't even sit around us. But anyway, I was thinking before we went up for communion, I'm thinking, God, I wonder if anybody has ever dropped the host, and what do they do? And I don't know why I was thinking this. And I didn't say nothing to anybody, and we're walking up there. And she goes to the guy. What is it? All of a sudden, I see her go. She dropped the hose. She dropped the hose. I couldn't believe it. And I'm laughing, going, oh my God, I just got that. And she did.
Probably don't have a picture of that though.
No,
I was back the guy when went like this. Well, he put it in between my hands, and it went right down. And he goes, and I looked and I thought, God, what do we do now? But when I went, he gave me another one.
You went to communion.
And then last week.
But then he wanted 2 envelopes for the offering.
Last week we drove to church. We drove to church and she's walking with me to church, And I go and I look at her and she's got this old glove hanging from her purse, like from the bottom. And we started laughing so hard because it was Dad's 15-year-old glove. Well, she didn't know. She thought it was like somebody dropped it somewhere.
Somebody left it on the seat, but it was hanging on my
hanging
purse.
on her purse. And we're laughing. We're crying. And so we're laughing in church, crying. And this guy in front of us is going, shh. And I looked at Mom. I go, do you realize that for the last 4 months that we've been coming here, nobody sits in our pew? We're always alone.
And then the other time he thought I was going to walk out of the church.
I go to that one.
The other time he thought I was going to walk out of the church.
Yeah, I kept walking. I'm like, Ma, we're sitting here. And she's just walking after communion, Ma, right here. I'm like, oh, she'll find her way back.
Oh, dear.
You are, Ma.
Something else. Well, I know one thing I am. I'm 74. And I don't like it.
Doesn't get any better.
Huh?
Doesn't get any better.
No, I guess not.
Tonight was pretty funny, too.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Really was. Nobody got stories about me?
I one, this one tops
You know.
all stories.
Careful.
This one tops all stories.
I don't know.
Yours are.
When we got married,
Kids are here.
we spent our honeymoon up at Houghton Lake like 99% of the people did in Michigan. And we found the cottage that I don't know if you knew that or not, but my brother and I were riding around and we found the exact cottage that we stayed in on our honeymoon. And was a private beach and really nice, you know. So we took a few pictures of the cottage, but it reminded me of a story about the night that we first visited that cottage. We had a few drinks in town and we got back to the cottage and parked the car and got in the cottage and got in bed and
Don't rub my shoulders.
and one thing led to another and we started to make love. And there was a thunderstorm going on, really violent. And as I was making love with my wife, a lightning bolt hit something, the light bulb, and a light bulb went on in the cottage and lit the whole place up. And I said to her, "See, you knew what you were getting." That's a true story.
Yeah, that was quite a cottage. A light bulb hanging from the ceiling.
So did you leave the light on?
Pardon?
Yeah, from the same cottage.
It flashed on and it flashed off. I guess the lightning. I think it was lightning.
What's going on?
That's scary.
Well, am I just going to sit here and everybody's going to stand around looking?
I have no more stories outside of the argument we had yesterday.
Couple more things and I won't care.
Mom and I had an argument over 4 pieces of fish yesterday. She didn't even talk to me this morning. Finally, I got a hello out of her this morning, and on she went with you.
Yeah, what about the 4 fish?
Yeah, the 4 fish.
Well, see, he goes to the store and he buys this big piece of whitefish, like about this long. And then he buys 4 little tiny perch, about this big. So I didn't know. I thought the perch was for one day, the whitefish was for another. So I said to him, he said, "What are we going to have for supper?" I said, "Well, let's have the perch." "What do you mean, let's have the perch?" He said, "What about the whitefish?" And I said, "Well, we have that tomorrow." "No, I don't want to do that." So he got mad, so I didn't eat no perch. And anybody want some perch?
She give me one of those, I'll show him, I won't eat any perch.
I don't get that. Why would you fight over that?
Because there was anything else to fight about.
Couldn't think of anything else at the time.
Things today go slower.
The lights were already on, right?
Yeah, right.
The lights were on, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I liked all the years we went on vacation with you guys.
Yeah.
And every year they bring all their pots and pans, their dishes, their silverware.
Oh, really?
You know, they never use the cottage dishes. And of course, we're from a camping family, so I always use the cottage. I don't bring the. So, I mean, this goes on for years and years, and she still brings it every year. And finally, I says to her, I says, "There must be a reason why you won't use their dishes." She goes, "Yeah." And I says, "Well, what is it?" She says, "Well, this one year the toilet overflowed and Ron took the pan and scooped it out with the cottage pan." She said, "So now I can never use her dishes."
The guy was coming to fix the toilet, and he said, "What do I do with this?" I said, "Well, somebody took the pan and threw it outside."
I thought, that's it.
Whose shower was it that you went to?
and you put the potato salad on top of the car.
Oh, that was the funeral.
That's sort of the worst yet.
Macaroni salad.
Yeah. And she got in the car and took off, and there went, she looked out there
Oh,
some back,
no,
and there's a macaroni salad flying all over the street.
And we acted like it wasn't ours. We just kept going.
Oh, her scooping food back?
Oh, no. Another story.
I made a spinach salad, had them over for dinner one night, and you know how involved a spinach salad is. Put it in the refrigerator, and Denise came along and opened the refrigerator door, and it fell out. And it fell right, no way, it was in a pile on the floor.
Pile on the floor.
Yeah, so I looked at it and I scooped it up and left a layer on the bottom, scooped it up and put it back in the bowl, and as I was doing that, she walked in. Everyone ate the spinach salad. And so anytime we have a dinner, I always say, well, and you'll never know where this was.
We got a lot of stories. That's
We sure have.
probably got about 50, 60 we could go.
Your sister has one.
Carolyn, you got one, Carolyn? You
Yeah.
must have one, Carolyn.
When I was going with,
Keep it clean.
well, it's one of them. When I was going with Remy, we were sitting in the, we used to sit in the kitchen. My mother always had us sit in the kitchen. And my pestilent sister, she used to come in the kitchen, I want a banana. And she'd climb up on Remy's lap to get in the cupboard so she could get the banana. And she did that constantly. So I said to her one day, you're such a little pest. You are a pain in the butt. And the next time Remy come over, she says, you know what, Remy? She sits on the toilet and eats raisin bread.
Oh, you did! Otherwise, I wouldn't have said it.
You were telling yourself.
He still married me, though. We told him not to.
Well, I just wanted to see what you guys were doing in there. So quiet. In the kitchen, you know.
And your mother?
Yeah, so quiet in the kitchen.
How much, what time were you up and down in the room?
6 years.
6 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you in the posse here that hit the deer with my dad's car?
No. Yeah. She was
Because I kind of like to know what happened that night. She said
Where's
probably.
Joanne? She was driving.
You need to be driving.
I said I go up north every year to get a deer. My mother goes up once, she gets one.
Yeah.
You know, that thing just came out of nowhere. And all your mother was worried about was your dad's car.
Do you have all the cards?
That's all.
Not in this book.
Yeah, she was worried about the car. She said,
Oh my God, my boys are gonna kill me.
What did you guys do when you hit the deer?
the deer flew. We didn't stop. He came and he flew over the car.
Well, I'm sure it was.
Luckily, he flew over the car. He could have come inside.
What was it, Rudolph? What was it, Rudolph? It flew over the car.
Slid on the hood and it went like that.
Deborah, we was coming from St. Ignace, on the dark room, going back into, back on the back. Yeah. She heard out in the front, this thing in the back, and she saw the deer. She said, deer! Boom!
Yeah. Oh, she was so upset.
I got one more. I got one more story. When I was courting Ann, and Ann's dear mother was alive.
Here we go.
We used to go to the show, and we'd stay out a little late. We'd take a taxi cab. It cost us $1.10 from downtown Detroit, from the club down to her house, and then it'd be about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'd say to Ann, I'd say, why don't you go ask your mother if I can stay overnight? She'd say, oh, I don't know. She don't like that too much. I said, come on, go over and ask her. So I stayed there about, 3, 4 times really before we got married. But The first time she asked her, I could hear her in bed. So Ann comes out, she says,
We had an attic.
okay, so they had an attic. It had like 4 boards, across the rafters. It wasn't even, it wasn't complete, it was just like 4 boards across the rafters, and there was a cot by the window. So I says, well, I'll go up and go to bed. She says, okay, I'll come up and say goodnight to you. So I go up and I'm in bed, I'm all covered up, and I hear her up the stairs. She's walking, and there was another window on the far side, and of course she had her nightgown on. I could see right through the nightgown. And I'm getting a little heated up, She's coming toward the bed, and I'm getting a little heated up. She no sooner hit that bed to say goodnight, and her mother, Anime!
Oh my goodness.
Anime, what are you doing up there? Well, I gotta go back down. Come on, just stay over there. Anime! Oh, God, no.
She died, or she's just about a month short. A month short.
Something else, man.
She didn't like you anyway.
No, where'd you find that bum from?
Gigolo.
Gigolo. Where'd you get that gigolo from? Oh, Christ almighty. Where the hell you get that gigolo now from?
Excuse me, Ashley has to go. She's got no place to go to, so I just want to give her a chance to say bye. Quick, I'm going to walk out the car.
Oh, that's okay, Kel. Drive careful,
I
though.
was just going to say, you stayed a lot longer than...
Yeah,
It was like an hour and a half.